Hey there, what's happening, traders? Welcome back to yet another version of my weekly segment called Trader Talk. Now guys, first of all, I'd like to say I missed you guys actually. Last week I didn't put out a video because I was actually in the middle of a trade, and frankly I just got a little bit lazy because sometimes I like to actually withdraw money from the market and actually go live my life. Okay, last week I actually spent most of last week shopping and relaxing and chilling, because the thing about forex is a lot of people fail to realize that you actually need to take money out of the market, hit that withdraw button, no matter how little it is you make. And this is part of the things that I always preach on the Forex Mastery course. Withdrawing your money from the forex market is such a vital part of your trader psychology journey. Yes, because what's the point? What's the point of making all this money and then you're just seeing it on the screen, and then what happens is one bad trade comes along and wipes you out? Like, what is the point? It just feels like you're working in vain. So what I actually did was I actually withdrew some money from my trading account and spent most of last week just chilling, shopping, and obviously, guys, would you believe I've been living in my apartment in Dubai for about 8 months now? I literally didn't have curtains in my living room just because I was so busy with life and trading and e-com and all that kind of stuff. So last week took money out of my trading account and actually went to go and enjoy myself, and it felt really good because I could actually feel the fruits of my labor. And the same thing for you Forex Mastery students. I want you guys to ensure that you withdraw some money, no matter how little it is, because at the end of the day, you're putting a lot of effort, you're putting a lot of energy into this game. You should be able to withdraw some money out and go and spend some time with your family. So guys, once again, welcome to another episode. Today I'm going to be jumping into the charts. I think last week we've had one of the best trading weeks or months in like 2 months to 3 months. Why? Because AUD USD has been giving us back-to-back winning trades. Guys, the market is respecting our market philosophy of top-down analysis. Forex Mastery students, you already know how to do this, whereby we go on higher time frames and we analyze all the way down. And AUD USD, we have been absolutely milking it. So AUD USD has actually given us north of 300 pips in profit, and gold actually tanked almost about, I think, 600 pips. So in total of last week alone, we've been able to net about 900 pips, which I'm obviously going to show you guys on my screen shortly. So I wanted to say a quick shout out to all the Forex Mastery students. I will always give you guys a shout out to keep encouraging you guys, to tell you guys that, listen, all the things you learn on the Forex Mastery course, I'm happy that you guys are actually starting to see it play out in real life. Okay, you're not just learning for learning's sake. A lot of people learn, but they're never able to practicalize it. Okay, the last 2 weeks, have actually shown us that what it is that we hold on to in terms of price action and the philosophy of the top-down analysis actually does work. As far as I'm concerned, that is the most realistic way to trade the foreign exchange market. So for those of you who haven't grabbed the Forex Mastery course, you're sleeping on the bicycle. Okay, the link is going to be down below. Ensure to grab it. But enough about that. Once again, shout out to all the Forex Mastery students, because I love you guys so dearly. Guys, literally one guy sent me a screenshot. He sent me a screenshot of how much he had made from the gold short trades that we have been analyzing, on Mastery course and obviously on my YouTube channel. He sent me a screenshot and he was like, "Sir, take a look at your student." That made me so proud. The guy had made a lot of money on gold, and that actually makes me really happy. So without any further ado, I'm going to jump into my charts. Let's go over what worked. Okay, how we're able to make money off of it, what we decided not to trade, why we decided not to trade them, and let's also see if there are any trading opportunities for us to jump into. So guys, without any further ado, let's absolutely go. If you haven't gotten the course already, I suggest you do so. The link is going to be down below. But for now, let's talk some chart. Let's go. Hey, what's happening, people? Welcome inside of my screen. Just making sure everything's recording fine. Mic check, webcam check. All right, fantastic. It's good to have you guys, obviously, once again. For some strange reason, between the introduction of this video and this aspect of the video, my energy level has actually dropped. So pardon me if I feel seem a bit off, but notwithstanding, I'm definitely going to give you guys an amazing trader talk. Anyway, scratch that. Yeah, so let's jump into the chart. So what I actually have in front of us right about now, today we're going to kick off with AUD USD. Now, why are we kicking off with AUD USD? We're kicking off with this because AUD USD has gone on to make us a significant amount of money. I remember calling the short trade somewhere about here. I said a pullback of here, touch of here, 4-hour candle break. My entries were actually on 4-hour candle break of somewhere about here. Okay, and we've pretty much been able to ride this wave all the way to what the downside. Now, my overall targets for AUD USD are this blue bar about here. Why is this my overall target? If you do your top-down analysis properly, Forex Mastery students, you already know how to plot your key levels. All my levels here are simply plotted based on key levels. They're so simple and straightforward to plot, but most of the time, a lot of traders get them wrong. My key levels are here to pretty much guide me and help me know exactly where the market is most likely going to go into and where the market is most likely going to turn around. So what actually gave birth to this reversal? Because AUD USD was actually in an uptrend for a very long time, as you can see, from March of 2020 all the way up until March of 2021, which is an entire one whole year of an uptrend. So what gave birth to this reversal? Now we started to see, if you check on the weekly time frame, this is the left shoulder, head, right shoulder. So Forex Mastery students, once we see a chart pattern form on a weekly time frame, it simply means one thing: trend reversal. So that's strike one. Strike two, we also saw a clear break, which was this of this neckline. Don't forget, the way we trade at the Forex Mastery course is our trading is broken down into two. Okay, the trading is broken down into two because one aspect is for market analysis and the other aspect is for trade execution. So first things first, we need to understand where exactly is this market going. A lot of people get confused when I say stuff like go on higher time frames to obviously get your trading done. I don't actually mean that you should trade on higher time frames. A lot of people feel that, because they have small account sizes, they can't go to higher time frames. That is very, very false. That's not what I mean. What I simply mean is on higher time frames, once we're able to analyze on higher time frames, we can get the full picture. So the higher time frame was able to tell us that AUD USD was due for a massive reversal, okay, and a massive reversal that would most likely come into this blue zone about here. So once we're able to see that on higher time frames, then we were able to scale to time frames like the 4-hour time frame and start looking for what only selling opportunities, which were somewhere around here. Now I held on to my selling opportunity for a very long. I'm actually still holding on to my sales. I have a second sell position on the break of this counter trend line about here. Forex Mastery students, you should be very familiar with this strategy. It was a very simple and straightforward equation. A clear break, guys, I'll take this again. So there was a clear break of the neckline. Sorry, I'm moving a bit fast. You can see clear break. We don't trade here. We don't trade at the break of structure on a higher time frame. This is a confirmation for us. We use the higher time frames to kind of like not just in the right direction. So AUD USD higher time frame was able to give us that kick, give us the kick in that direction. I'm like, okay, cool, it's time for us to start going. So once we're able to anticipate the move on a higher time frame, we then had to scale to lower time frames to refine our entry. So what we've been able to do in essence is I've been able to anticipate that once we break out of this neckline about here, our next level target is going to be here and here. So if you calculate from 0.758, 0.7600, which is about here, all the way to 0.700, so the difference is about 600 pips. So all we did on the higher time frame was to anticipate the entire move on a higher time frame, and once we're able to get the entire move on a higher time frame, only then were we able to scale to lower time frames to trade in that direction. I hope this actually starts to make sense to a lot of people, because a lot of people were like, but I have a little account size, how can I profit off of this? It's the same thing. You're most likely going to trade on a lower time frame. All I require from you to do is do the market analysis on higher time frames, okay, before you come to lower time frames, so that you have a more confident direction, okay, so that you know that if you're clicking that sell button, that sell trade is most likely going to work out, or if you're clicking that buy button, it's most likely going to work out. Why? Because the higher time frame says so. Why? Because you have done your due diligence on the higher time frame. So I still have both my positions open. If you combine both positions at the moment, I'm currently floating about 310 pips at about 12 lots each, so it's a significant amount of money. I was actually able to close out. I actually have 14.3 lots open. I closed out 2, made some withdrawals last week. Obviously went shopping. I actually still have some of the stuff that I bought. I obviously can't start showing you the stuff I bought, but it's actually right next to me. Some really cool stuff, some new clothes, because like I was saying to you guys, I never really have the time to enjoy myself. I moved to a new city, which is Dubai, and I haven't really gone out. I've been on my screens. Either I'm working on e-commerce, or I'm trading, or I'm doing analysis, or I'm freaking shooting videos for you guys. So it felt really rewarding for me to actually withdraw some of my profits and actually go out and chill. So there you go, guys. I think I should have a couple of my positions open. Okay, I'm gonna take a screenshot and put it somewhere on here so that you guys can actually see that this ain't no joke, a real live account, so that you guys can see, yeah, so that you guys can also see all the trades real time. So I hope you guys have been able to somewhat be able to verify my transparency, because all the trades that I take, I come on here and I call them live. If you're doubting me, watch the previous video. We called all this shit live, okay? Even when the market came down here, I said it was time to start selling, broke the counter trend line, and bam, all the way down here. So I'm actually going to be taking out at least 80% of my positions about here, because I'm not really sure if this market can maintain this momentum all the way here. I feel we're most likely going to get another retracement before we come here. So I don't really want to be caught up in this market coming here and then pushing all the way back to the upside. Although my stop losses are somewhere about here. Obviously, I keep locking. I have what they call a trailing stop. So yeah, I'm completely risk-free and some good pips in the bank. Now, AUD USD is just one of the trades we took. The juiciest one, I feel like the juiciest one was gold. Okay, so I had anticipated gold. Give me a sec here, guys. My gold trades were actually, so there was a simple counter trend line break and a break of structure. Yes, right about here. So if you come on the 4-hour, I'll just quickly explain to you guys why exactly we went short. So my short trades were actually somewhere inside of here, and my stop losses came above here, and my overall targets were actually this green bar about here. First level targets here, second level targets here. I called this live on the Trader Talk. You can check the previous videos. I'm just here to update you guys, to tell you guys what I'm actually looking at the moment. And lo and behold, our first level target was smashed. Before I even knew what was happening, we were this close to my second level target, and guys, the most annoying thing happened. Guys, we came shy of my second level, my overall target. Few pips, you can see. I'm so pissed off. Okay, we jumped all the way back here. So I ended up closing my second trade somewhere about here. Actually, it was actually somewhere around here. Once I started to see this consolidation, it didn't really look like this market was going to continue heading lower. I just closed it out. Just imagine if obviously this first level target gave me some money. But oh, guys, look at how close I was. Look at how close I was. Yes, this even happens to the best traders as well. And no, it's not my broker's fault. Usually what happens is that the market will need to kind of like cross this line significantly before I get taken out for a take profit. It's just the way brokers fulfill orders. So my trade would have, the market needed to have come somewhere around here for my this take profit to have been activated. That didn't happen. I'm not gonna cry, but nevertheless on gold I was still able to make a significant amount of profit. If I do the calculation, 1810 all the way down to 172, so you're looking at about 700 pips in profit on this massive drop alone. You guys know I have not really been trading gold. I've just been waiting for it to get ripe, and so far so good. Gold was able to give us this massive drop. Moving forward, gold has dropped. However, gold has jumped back into this range. Okay, so from what I can see on a higher time frame, gold has, I really wish gold had actually come down here and stayed here and actually continue going lower, then we could have actually said that yes, indeed, this is a full-scale trend reversal. But gold hasn't done that. Instead, what gold has done is gold has, in its usual fashion, in its usual way of trickery, my Nigerian brothers will call it wayo, in its usual way of trickery, gold has rallied all the way back above its trend line. So this was pretty much a false break, okay? Good thing we made some money off it, but gold has, I feel like gold just simply wanted to come and fulfill this key level. Okay, I know why that reversal happened like that. You see, when you start to see things, you understand what this, the weekly level, it actually did. This is why it's always good to draw your key levels on what the candle close on weekly or daily. I usually like to use the daily, but in this case we came to the weekly and that's exactly where it closed. But all the same, it's pretty much the same thing. It's okay. It's one of those things, guys. Nobody is perfect. The market can act a bit irrational sometimes, and it's nothing to beat yourself over. So guys, I've been able to close out my gold in some handsome, hefty profits. As I speak to you, this is August 18th. I'm currently up about 64% return on investment. Yes, I started off the channel with you guys in January at 0% return. It was literally break even. We've had a lot of winning trades. We've had a lot of break even trades. And I think we've only been able to account for about 1 or 2 losses since January. If you ask me, that's a very good track record. I'm very transparent. I come on here and I speak to you guys. If you're doubting this, go and start from Trader Talk Volume 1, watch from January. You can take down the notes yourself. I've been transparent. Trades that worked out, we celebrated. Trades that didn't work out, we cried together. And trades that hit our break even and we're able to get some profit out of it. Don't forget, my break-even trades doesn't mean I didn't make money. My break-even trade simply means that I was only able to take maybe a certain portion. You guys know at the 100% retracement is where I always close a portion of my trade. So break-even trades for me don't mean I didn't make money. Break-even trades for me means that after I closed my trade at the first level target, the remaining trade just went back and hit my stop loss for a break-even. Okay, even on break-even trades we were making money, although on break-even trades we were not, the profits were not huge like this one and AUD USD. So if we combine everything together, I was actually just looking at my equity curve. It's actually somewhere on my screen about here. I'll probably share my screen, my equity curve with you guys at the end of the trading year so that you guys can actually see our performance. But so far so good. We're currently at 63.7%, which isn't bad. Don't forget, I'm trading for a lot of very wealthy investors, and this is already August. I can't really say what's going to happen for the rest of the year, but I am hopeful that we can hopefully double this account. I'm actually trading a significant, like the account size is actually quite significant if you ask me. Definitely, it's a lot of money, runs into the millions of US dollars. So 63% is not bad at the moment. I'm actually quite happy. So actually, let me just check. So my AUD USD, I need this trade to close in profit so that we can actually guarantee that we're actually at 64% on the dot, because it's floating at the moment. So yeah, so hopefully AUD USD just behaves itself. Once I close it out, I can actually smile. At this point, I don't really need to even trade again for the rest of the year, because Forex Mastery students, for those of you who've taken the Forex Mastery and the Forex in Millionaires course, which teaches you how to get investors, sorry, birds are flying, you hear me speak about you don't need to return crazy amounts of money every year for you to become, for people to give you money to trade for them. I'm only up 63.64%, and my investors are very happy. They're calling me every day. They're happy, not every day, but I mean, they send me messages. We see our account growing. Obviously, we send them monthly reports. They're happy about that. And you see, I don't really stress myself. Sometimes I don't trade for like 2 weeks. I only trade when the market is ready. And this is exactly what I teach you guys on the Forex Mastery course, okay? There's no need to stress yourself. Trading should be fun. It should be free. It should be easy. It should be, just do your thing, okay? Don't get emotionally attached, invested in the market. This is exactly, as far as I'm concerned, that's my biggest secret. I don't stress about the markets, okay? When the market is ready, it just lets me know, okay? And what else do I have to say? I mean, let me not act like obviously people aren't struggling with the market. People are definitely struggling with the market. But my point here is the more you actually trade the market and the more you actually start to detach yourself, the more you actually, I think it's more about being confident in your knowledge. That's what trading actually comes down to. For me, I'm very confident in what I know. This is why I can tell you guys that, yo, listen, guys, I'm not touching this. I'm not touching this today. I'm not touching this. Or I'd be like, guys, I can bet you, I can guarantee you, because I have confidence in my knowledge, and I kind of like know almost for certain what the market is most likely going to do next, because I know quite a lot about the market. Okay, so a lot of this comes from experience. Most of the experience I combined it into the course. I put it, obviously combined it together in a video series and put it on the course. I try to put as much as knowledge as I could and experience into the course. But for me, it just ultimately boils down to I've seen this shit before. Okay, most of the patterns that form in the market, I've most likely seen them before, so I can tell you, hey, I know this guy. It's a bad guy. You know. Anyway, so enough of that. Let me not waste most of your time today. Okay. So hey guys, one more thing. If you're watching this video, one more thing while you're watching this video, guys, don't forget to go follow me on Instagram. Instagram is I've actually started using my Instagram a lot lately. If you want to see me spend a lot of the trading money, if you want to see me where I live in Dubai, because at the end of the day, I realized that I only just come on here and actually just talk to you guys a lot about charts. You guys actually want to see how I'm living, how I'm spending this trading money. Okay, you actually want to see me actually spend this money. My Instagram is the best place to catch me. My name on Instagram is dapo.willis. Dapo.willis, so DAPO. It's like my YouTube name, which is Dapo Willis, but there's just a dot in between. So go follow me on YouTube. Go follow me on Instagram and let's catch up. You can send me a DM. Please don't send me too many DMs, but I mean, you can catch up with me there. And yeah, let's actually build a community and stuff like that. Anyway, so guys, back to the charts. Okay, gold. What do I think gold is going to do next? Now, gold will need to do something like actually come and break this level right about here, because at this point it's very 50-50. We can bounce out of here. It's actually looking like that might be possible. So we're currently at the decision zone at the moment. If gold can come in and put another daily candle close back down below this level about here. Actually, I see a Fibonacci playing out from swing high to swing low somewhere about here. Actually, this Fibonacci has been broken. Nevertheless, I'm going to actually look at this on a weekly time frame, because sometimes once you look at things on a higher time frame, you're able to see a lot more clearly. On lower time frames, you just get a bit blind. Okay, so let's just quickly draw this stuff. As you can see, there you go. So what has actually happened is very funny. So we've broken out of this trend line, this descending trend line. Okay, we've tanked back down below it. So there's a lot of indecision going on around here. So we can either rally all the way. Let me zoom this in for you guys. We can either rally out of here to like brand new highs somewhere around here. But if we can sustain below this level, I'm not going to touch gold. So this is where I go. I'm not going to touch gold until we come back down below here. Once we're able to come back down below here, yes, I can start looking for selling opportunities all the way down to this bad boy somewhere around about here. So we have a lot of space. Okay, so the determinant factor, I'll just simplify this for you guys, is these two guys about here. Sorry guys, give me a second. I could hear some noise. So if we can break down below here, fantastic. Sales start going again. You know, so it's between here and here. So I'm just going to be watching gold. Gold has made me a significant amount of money. I'm not really in a hurry, but at this point, I'm going to need to watch gold to see what exactly is happening. Now, we've broken out down AUD USD. Let's see what's happening on GBP USD actually. So GBP USD is another clear case. I think we're actually forming this left shoulder, right shoulder. We're currently at the neckline, and this is a weekly time frame. So I'm expecting, guys, you're hearing it here live first here on Dapsys Radio 106.5. Haha, mic check 212. If we break If we break this green bar at 1.36738, which is about here, best believe we have a lot of room to bleed to the downside, at least all the way down to somewhere about here. Give me a sec. Okay, so at this point, GBP USD is kind of like acting. So what you want to do is go and watch my previous two videos. My previous video where I broke down AUD USD's head and shoulder. It will give you it will give you some Forex mastery students. Go and watch that video. Also watch the module on trend reversals as well. It will give you some more insight as to how to trade this setup, right? So if you check, guys. I'm gonna need to see a clear break of this neckline. Once we get a clear break of this neckline, most likely we're gonna come down here. But GBP USD hasn't done that here. So as long as we're inside of here, there's a lot of indecision going on. And this is why for most people who are trying to trade the pound, they are most likely getting into, they buy. Once they buy, the market gives them some pips and then it reverses by the end of the day or the next day. So a lot of people are getting stressed out. The trades are not working out. Why are your trades not working out? Because if you scale to a higher time frame, you find out that the market is actually stuck in a range. GBP USD is pretty much in a range. AUD USD was in a range, hence why we couldn't make a lot of money. But look at what happened to AUD USD when it eventually broke out. We made a lot of money. Same thing with gold as well. So for GBP USD, we're currently stuck in a range. The euro, on the other hand, has been very magnanimous. Okay, we made a significant amount of pips on the euro. However, I closed out my euro trade very prematurely because I got scared. But that's fine, it happens to everybody, and I'll explain to you why I got scared of the euro. Now, my overall target for the euro, okay, when I started selling inside of here, okay, check my previous videos, you see the setup as well. So my sell trades was somewhere around here, okay. So there's a clear break, retest, counter trend line, entry strategy. Mastery students, you already know how to do that. Sell trades were here. My overall target was this green. Let me just delete this. My overall target was this green bar about here. So I was expecting to make all of these juicy pips to the downside. But something happened along the way. Now, one thing about trading is we can forecast, we can plan. Yes, 1,000 pips into the future. However, there's times whereby things just happen along the way. So what actually makes a good trader is how you react when things throw you off balance. So what actually happened in this case was, as the market was coming all the way down, I noticed that we started having issues around this region. We kept on rejecting. So we rejected it here, and then we came back and I noticed we were actually rejecting it here, and we came back and rejected it for the third time, and that's exactly where I decided to zoom out. So if for any reason you're in a trade and the market keeps rejecting a particular level, simply scale out to a higher time frame and check and make sure your levels are drawn properly. When I eventually came to draw my levels, I found out that there was actually a massive wedge forming and the euro was at the bottom of the wedge. What did I do? I got the hell out of the trade. Although the market eventually came to hit my overall target, but I didn't want to know, because 7 out of 10 times the market will reverse against me. Now I have rules in place, okay, to safeguard my account, to safeguard my trading. Sometimes, okay, those rules prevent me, and I have to be honest with you guys, sometimes those rules prevent me from making a lot more money than I should. Yes, that's true. However, most times those rules protect my capital, which is the most important thing for me. It saves me a lot of money. It does. So the rules I put in place, sometimes the market might go and go on to move in the direction that I wanted it to go to, and obviously I could have made a lot more money, but that only happens maybe 1 or 2 out of 10 times. Like in this case, yes, I could have made more money. I got out of the trade early. However, 9 out of 10 times, this guy would have reversed back to the upside and I would have been crying. So it's all the tears and all the losses over the years that have actually made me draft out very strict rules when it comes to my trading. If I see something, I don't like it, and it's not looking good, I ain't touching it. Or if I'm in trade and I'm starting to notice some bullish engulfing candles flicking off a level, it keeps on rejecting, I might look at it, give it some time. If I'm not comfortable, I'm out. Okay, so guys, I'm gonna leave you with that. For this week, we don't really have any trades that I would like for us to place. I'm gonna be monitoring GBP USD for a break of that level. AUD, I'm actually in my AUD USD trade, is looking very juicy and nice. Another thing is I don't think AUD USD is gonna drop all the way down here in one stretch. Watch out for this level. Watch out for another consolidation. Obviously, I'm gonna be back here next week to update you guys. Watch out for another consolidation, and then so that you guys can potentially, because I feel like this market is too linear. Okay, you guys already know what that means. So Forex Mastery students, you know, once the market is too linear, like this is it's too straight, usually what tends to happen is that the market it will eventually get to a point and start retracing for a bigger retracement, and then before it heads lower. So that's exactly how the market works. So guys, once again, it's your genius Dapsy. Thank you for staying to the very end of Trader Talk. I have a little message for you guys on my other screen as always. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, and don't forget to do yourself a favor and grab the Forex Mastery course. Once again, thank you so much. This video is very long, and I'll catch you guys in my other screen. Take it easy and peace out. So there you go. Thank you for staying to the very end of this Trader Talk video. Today I think I was pretty much just bragging about how we made a lot of money in the market, because sometimes we actually have to pat ourselves on the back and tell ourselves, well done, that was a fantastic trade, because guys, the market can be quite challenging. Okay, and anytime we come out on top, we should actually celebrate. Not too much, but we should actually be like, yes, we did a fantastic job. We stuck to our rules, especially the rules that I teach on the Forex Mastery program. The trades that we decided not to take, the ones we decided to take, have actually yielded us a lot of profit. So guys, once again, thank you for staying to the very end. Once again, the link to the Forex Mastery course is going to be down below in the description. Don't kid yourself. You need proper education. All right, guys. So I'm going to leave you guys on this note, and yeah, I'll catch you guys later. Take it easy and peace out.